Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. We're gonna do a little first impressions today. I got sent the new Sugarpill Capsule Collection palette. The fact that this is called Capsule Collection leads me to believe that there may be more of these in the future. I don't know that, I'm just guessing, but I think it'd be cool if we had a cute little series going on. I'm down for that. I'm gonna try my very hardest to have this video up the day that this palette launches on February 18th. It's the 17th today, so if you're seeing this on the 18th, I stayed up late editing this for you. You're welcome. This palette is gonna be $42 and it launches the day you're seeing this, hopefully on February 18th. There was already a pre-sale and I know some people already got their hands on it, but the actual release is now. The day you're seeing this. This did get sent to me in PR and I'm so incredibly grateful. Sugarpill, if you see this, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be able to create with this palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It is literally a sugar pill. It has the transparency to it. You lift it up, there's a mirror here and it's still clear on this side. And these are what the shadows look like. Now, first off the bat, the packaging is not 100% my cup of tea. I prefer when all the shadow pans are the same size. I know that's a weird little quirk, but the fact that they're all a little bit different in size kind of isn't my favorite, but I don't hate it either. I'm kind of half and half on it. I do think it's unique. I think it's creative, and for it being something a little more different, I don't find it to be very bulky. It's pretty slim, like it's not crazy thick. I feel like I could easily stack stuff on top of it. It's small enough to hold in one hand, because there's other like more unique palettes that are like the Jeffree Star ones, but they're obnoxious and bulky and they're really hard to kind of hold. They're more heavy and big and bulky. This one I feel like is a little bit more easy to store, which storage isn't a huge problem for me. Like I have a whole bookshelf just for my palettes, so that's not the end of the world, but I know it is an issue for some people, so I thought I would note it. Names of the shadows are on the back. This palette does include one blush as well. This pink one right here is a blush and I used that today. I think I played with every single shadow on my eyes. If you wouldn't be able to guess that with all the colors that I have going on. But I've tried to play with every single shadow. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's just get into the look for now and we will chat more about my thoughts thus far on the palette after the look is over. Hello. I'm ready to play with this palette. I'm excited. I just love the colors in it. They're so cute. But we're gonna play with the blush first. That's why my face is like kind of blank and boring. That is why. So the blush itself is called Melody. I'm just dipping into it with my blush brush. It's a Morphe E4 specifically. I'm not attached to this brush. I just like an angled brush for my blush. Ooh, it's so pink. Looks like it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it could just be my glowy skin kind of peeking through underneath it. It seems to kind of blend out nicely, actually. I like that blush color. Okay. We're gonna put this all over my face, aren't we? What's going on with you guys? The day that I'm filming this is February 17th. I plan to have this up for you tomorrow morning, the day that this palette launches, so yeah. Zane and I just got back from our little mini moon today. We just went to St. Augustine for the weekend. Our actual honeymoon isn't until May, but we just wanted to do something. So we just got back in the town today. I actually got this palette in the mail the day we were leaving. Like we checked the mail as we were leaving and I got this palette and I was like, well, guess I'm not filming with this for a few days, but I really want to get this up for you ASAP. So here I am. I know I'm heavily pinking my nose. I'm just feeling it. And I feel like my blush looks scary right now, but trust the process. I have nothing to do tonight, so why not go a little out there with it? This is so pink. Just gonna take the brush that I used with my setting powder. I'm just gonna kind of swirl that along some of these edges too to help it blend out some more. Whew, all right. We are very blushed. I know this is a lot for a lot of people, but I think it's adorable. I'm gonna quickly take my freckle tint and just pop this all over my face. Just create some little freckles. Oh, I'm dropping it. I am a klutz today. Yeah, we got back from St. Augustine, came home, unpacked, went to the gym, came back home, had lunch, and went grocery shopping because we had no food. So now I'm filming. It's like 6 p.m. now. I'm starving. I can't wait to eat dinner. I'm gonna make a vegetarian shepherd's pie and I'm so ready to eat it. Been thinking about it all day. All right, I am freckled up. I also know it's a lot of freckles, but I'm just feeling that vibe today. I think it's cute. All right, highlight time. We're not highlighting with anything special in the palette. However, I am going to use one that I've really been loving, the Lethal Cosmetics one in the shade Ionic. I think it's so cute. Using my favorite highlight brush, the Kaleidos H1. Where did I get S from? I have no clue. This highlight is just so cute though. What a cute, like, soft pinky glow. Loves it. In a good mood. I mean, I'd hope so. I just got married. Thanks for everyone who sent me well wishes and just said that they were thinking of me. It was really sweet. You guys are the kindest people. And thank you to those of you who understand, just like me taking some space to not like talk to a bunch of people these last couple of days. Just been enjoying my new husband, you know? All right, quickly gonna set my face with my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Setting Mist, and then we will prime and work on the eyes. Hello, I am back. I wanna put as many of these colors on my eye as possible. I did already prime with my Smashbox Lid Primer in Light, and it's not set because I prefer a little bit of a tacky base with my shadows. I'm gonna start with this beautiful blue called Slow Dive. The names are on the back of the palette, by the way. I guess I'm just going to use this Luxie 121 brush. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm going to tap that off just in case it's a lot. And I'm just going to start tapping this outer corner through the crease, that kind of zone. I think I'm mostly going to focus this in the outer corner and lower lash line, actually. I take it back. I think I want the top portion of like my crease to be like bluey, purpley, maybe pinky. I want the lower lash line to be more bluey green. Don't ask me why. It's just what I'm going with today. This blue is absolutely stunning. This shadow feels so soft. The regular Sugarpill formula is a bit drier to the touch than the Fun Size palette. So far this feels a little bit more like the Fun Size palette. And I like both formulas, so I don't have a preference. They're both different, but they're both good, so I'm okay with that. I would have been okay with either formula, to be honest. Ooh, check out that beautiful blue. Okay, I'm going to take my Spectrum B06 and I'm going to take this purple here called Undone. And I'm going to use that to help blend out the blue. I'm going to kind of take it right on top of what I just did a little bit. And just really work on just placing some of that product. These shades seem to be pretty pigmented. I don't feel the need to have to dip in a million times to get good payoff so far. Oh, I'm so excited that I'm playing with this. I'm not really gonna take the purple down here too much because I want that more reserved for the green. And sometimes if you put green and purple together, they can muddy out because they're both secondary colors. They don't make a true color when you mix them together. And I want to keep everything nice and bright. Look how stunning that purple is. Holy moly. Okay, let's work on some green a little bit. I'm going to take Radiate right here. I'm going to use this Luxie dual-ended brush. It's the 249. I'm going to take the blending side, and I'm going to take that green and really start smoking that out down here. I just want a really cute blue-green kind of fusion going on in my lower lash. That green is so alien, it's so cute. I made a post about it on my Instagram stories, but I do not plan on purchasing the new Jeffree Star palette. It is just at like the tippy top of what I'm willing to spend on a palette. I think it's $54, and it just doesn't scream to me at all. It feels very light toned. Some of the colors in there just seem kind of weird with the other colors, which I can make anything work for the most part. That's not really the issue. It's just, I don't know. It just isn't what I was wanting. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know what I wanted with this new palette, but it wasn't that. So just in case any of you were curious if I was picking it up, I am not. Cannot justify that kind of money for a palette that I am not obsessed with. Last time I spent that much money on a palette was the Melt Muerte palette, and that palette screamed to me, so I had to do it. This palette, not so much. And I try to be really picky with my palette purchases. I'm loving this blue-green on my lower lash. It's so, so, so pretty. I could just sit here and blend this shade all day long. This palette would probably pair so nicely with the Fun Size. You want to see a palette bingo with these two? That would probably be really cute. Okay, I want to take, I'm going to take this light purple. It's called Baby Doll. I'm going to take that on just this random Morphe M441. Again, not super attached to this brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush, and I grabbed it. And I'm going to focus that in the outer corner of the upper area, just to really help soften this outer edge. Look how cute that is looking. I love a good lavendery periwinkle, anything like that. I'm so excited about all these colors on my face right now. I feel like I've not really gotten in a rut. It's just with all my 3LX1 palettes that I've been catching up on, like the last few that I have in my collection that I haven't done one with yet. They're all a little more on the neutral, I don't want to call it boring, but a little more on the boring side in comparison to something like this. So I've been playing with just a lot more like mid-tones and pinks and neutrals. And I've been liking it, but this is a lot of fun playing with this stuff again. I'm gonna take this Colourpop E2, and I wanna take a little of this pink called Glory, just a tiny bit of it. I have a feeling this pink might be pigmented, but I wanna use that towards the front, just to really have a nice pinky inner corner to help blend out this side of the purple. Look how lovely this crease work looks, if I do say so myself. And it's all blending so just fabulously. I'm having zero issues. I am impressed. This is nice. What do I want to do with the lid? Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to highlight with this one. I kind of want to cut the crease with this because I feel like that would offset with the lower lash line really nicely. Maybe drag it down into the blue. Oh, there's also that. I don't know what I want to do, guys. Let me do some swatchy really quick just to kind of see what those three look like. Oh, they're all so pretty. Maybe I'll cut with this one and fade it down into this one. I might just skip the blue today, but I can always play with it in my 3LX1 palette that you guys know I will do. You don't even have to ask. I will 100% do that. But I think cutting with that more purpley one might be really pretty against the crease, and then having it fading into that like chartreusey color. Oh, I think that'll complement the lower lash line nicely. This brush is a Colourpop E3. A flat brush is your best friend with a cut crease. And I'm just using my NYX glitter primer to help carve the way for my shadows. I use a glitter primer with every shimmer ever, and it just helps me cut a crease so easily. All right, I'm taking the purple one first, called Supernova. It's a cool name for that shadow. Dipping right into it with the exact same brush. Just going to place this right against that cut. I'm just keeping it fairly tight to just this specific area. I have another idea. Okay, I'm gonna take the blue, Cloud 9. I'm gonna flip this brush over to the cleaner side. I'm gonna pop this right underneath, but I'm not gonna go all the way to my lower lash line. I'm going to use 3 shimmers on the lid today. I go a little bit at a diagonal when I do this kind of a shape, just because I feel like it kind of flows with my eyelid a little bit nicer. But if you want it to be totally straight, then go for that also. Oh my gosh, these two colors together are adorable. I'm going to kind of go back and forth between those two shades really quick and just make sure they're merging nicely before I move on to my third and final shade. I say final, I don't even mean final because I still have the inner corner to do. Oh, so cute. I'm going to take just this pencil brush, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to take the chartreusey one, Ember. Can't tell if it's like chartreusey or gold or limey or lemony. It's kind of all of it. It's kind of gold, kind of green, kind of yellow. Whatever it is, it's adorable. Oh, I like all these colors on my lid. This is so pretty. I feel like first impressions are like where I thrive. I get so creative when I have a brand new palette to play with, especially one with all these kinds of colors. I wish I could do first impressions more, but I can just only afford so much makeup, you know what I mean? And this, I'm just so grateful that I got sent it in PR, because I really wanted it, but with my wedding coming up right now, like it just happened, it's just not something I could justify in the moment. Look at this. I'm so happy with that. My inner corner, I'm going to go in with Dream State. How am I possibly going to recreate this on the other eye? I know it's going to take me a hot minute, that's for sure. This little color is so cute. This actually probably would have been a nice face highlight. It might be a little too dark for my face though, actually. A little bit too pale for that. Wow, I love this. I love this so much. Well, wish me luck. I'm going to do it on the other eye, finish up the rest of my makeup details, and we will chat some more when I return. Hello, I am back. Fresh. Done. Look is complete. My eye pencil I went with is Crybaby from Colourpop. I thought that lavender might kind of complement that little cut crease shadow. My lashes are Thrill Seeker from Bold Face Makeup. And on my lips I decided to go with the Sugarpill one, so I went with Trinket. I love this color and it's almost gone. I had a hard time getting product out of this, so I might have to repurchase that soon. And I never go through a lip product, so shows I love that one. This palette, let's talk about it. Like I said at the beginning, I feel like this formula more so mimics what's in the Fun Size palette. The shimmers, like there weren't shimmers in the Fun Size palette, I believe. I think that was an all matte palette. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But the shimmers in this palette are so cool. They're so smooth, they almost feel wet. It's such a unique feeling. They're so just thin and glossy feeling, but they're so pretty. I feel like they have a really pretty shine to them. The mattes are so soft, like the Fun Size palette. I feel like they blend nicely and build up nicely. They have more pigment than the Fun Size palette, but the Fun Size palette I feel like it leans a little more pastel. For instance, I feel like this shade, and maybe this shade act a little bit more so like the Fun Size because they're more on the pastel realm. But you can see how vibrant my eyes are. These shadows don't play. I felt like they blended out really nicely, and I had such a blast with this palette. I can't wait to work on my 3 Looks 1 palette with this. That will be coming soon. Just so you know, I'll be working on that ASAP. This isn't a review, obviously, it's just my first impressions. I've only used it the one time, but so far I am very impressed. I think it was a lot of fun to play with. This definitely gets my creative juices flowing. And I feel like when I initially saw the palette, the colors definitely drew me in, but I was like, oh, it's just another colorful palette. Like, you don't have to fall in love with it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just another colorful palette, it'll be fine, but it's not like the end of the world. But I feel like individually these shadows are actually quite unique. Like, they have a different tone to them. I really love this purple. This blue is stunning. The shimmers are so cool. I love the shade of green, these more lavendery tones. Everything about this so far is so fun, and I can't wait to play more with it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Did you snag this on the pre-sale? Are you gonna snag it today when it's actually releasing? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear them. Do you hate the packaging? Do you love the packaging? Like I said, I'm kind of half and half. Like, it's cute, but it's also not my favorite. But I do appreciate that Sugarpill is branching out into like more palettes rather than just like their normal giant eyeshadows. I like these more curated, cute palettes with the small pans. I'm a fan of that. Because even back in the day when they did have palettes, they were like really big rectangles. I like that they're smaller pans. That makes me happy. If you made it to the end, why don't you leave me some rainbow emojis? I think that'd be cute. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.